Smite, the epic free-to-play third-person MOBA has released today with roars from the very popular Reddit crowd, where, as we all know, the forums pretty much moved there, with a large $200,000 tournament going on in order to get some attention, a unique perspective, and attention to details. Many have been sucked into the game. This is going to be an in-depth review after playing the beta for over a year and experiencing both highs and lows that Smite has to offer. First up, let's talk about sound. Not many people are interested in it, so let's get it out of the way before we go any deeper. Hi-Rez tried to do its best to ensure that each god in the game sounds different, and each attack rings well in the ear. While the attacks are fine and varied and have really cool sound effects, some of the voices sound lackluster, with many of the roster having a samey voice. There is diversity in dialogue, and you will be surprised to hear your character react to items bought and commanding issue using the quick V-order issuing service. It's a nice touch and it really helps, and it's really nice to hear. It's something that not a lot of MOBAs have, and again, it's this attention to detail that makes Smite just a bit above the rest. Overall, I'm giving Smite an 8 in the sound department. With work, a varied orchestral score, and improvements in the voice work for the characters, it can only go up from here, and I'm anxious to see what the guys from Hi-Rez have prepared for us in the upcoming patches. Okay, let's tackle graphics now. Smite has gone a long way since the primitive dark broccoli trees when it first launched its closed beta, and this reflects not only in the environments but in the character looks and animations. Several characters have been drastically altered, like Hebo, Guan Yu, Wukong, Thor, Odin, Hel, Aphrodite, and Kali, to be more up to date with the rest of the roster. The map skin, jungle, and overall layout have been drastically changed throughout the beta, and have now found a good balance between dark atmosphere and vivid colors that just scream epic. There is plenty of attention to each character so they resemble their mythological counterpart. Each god has attacks and looks that are seemingly ripped straight from the legends. I applaud Smite for their care and ingenuity in crafting and designing these characters. While each character looks good, there are some issues with the animation which are very visible in gods like Artemis, where half her body moves and the other half is so stationary it might be confused with a statue. Given time, I'm sure those slip-ups will be corrected. Smite gets a 9.5 out of 10 for being one of the most beautiful MOBAs out there, with gorgeous graphics and great attention to details. The meat of the game, however, is the gameplay. Smite is a very player-friendly MOBA offering multiple tutorials that make the players hone their skills against an AI bot. Each skill is easy to understand, and while items may take a while to get used to, the auto-buy function gives newcomers a nice set to begin with. And it's also nice that Hi-Rez takes notes, catches up on the forums a bit, and updates the auto-buy items from time to time. The game is easy to play, yet it's very hard to master. Having abilities so varied and diverse, it will take you weeks to learn them all. A mastery system is in place that keeps track of gods played and notes your performance on each of them. You are rewarded with access to a new skin, namely a gold one if you get to rank 1 with that god, or if you get up to rank 10, which is the maximum rank at the moment, you will get a legendary skin. I find it a lot of fun to learn a particular character. Each character comes with 4 abilities. But these abilities can range from self-buff, leaps, dashes, teleports, initiation, ultimate attacks that blow everything, protections, you name it. There's just a ton of moves and a ton of variety. The combination between powers is nearly infinite, and teamfights are just crazy fun. Not only is Smite a great game to play, but it's also a great game to watch. There's loads of varied effects, vivid colors, and tons of interactivity that make you want to come back for more, even if sometimes you're getting your ass kicked out there. The MOBA formula stays classic in Conquest mode, where you face off against opponents in a 3-lane map with a Titan at the end. The team that can kill the Titan faster will win, and it is a ton of fun to push, jungle, gank, hold the lane, and work with your team. Teamwork is extremely important in Smite. This isn't a game where a lone wolf can secure victory, and you have to value your fellow companions to win. Besides Conquest, you will also find 3v3, 1v1, Arena, and Assault, where you can have a blast. Some of these modes, like the one-on-one, Arena, and of course Conquest, have a separate League mode. Now, in League, you will face up against tough foes, with the goal of becoming recognized as one of the best Smite players in the world. There are different leagues, and they each get tougher as you progress. For the varied gameplay, terrific implementation of MOBA, and action elements in a unique third-person perspective, and dedication to providing a varied and diverse character roster, as well as powers and abilities, I award Smite a 9.5 out of 10. Now, the only reason Smite doesn't get a 10 out of 10 is the poor matchmaking system that will either make or break your experience, and the server instability that causes terrible lags and disconnects. However, Smite, or rather Hi-Rez, the company behind it, is always implementing new patches, addressing issues, and is slowly fixing and patching up the game to be one of the best ever. And I'm really glad that they have this dedication and time and effort that they're putting into this game. Now, overall, Smite is a 9 out of 10 game. It's got tons of replayability, terrific theme, great visuals, and awesome gameplay. I highly recommend it to any MOBA fan or anyone looking for an action-oriented game. This is the MOBA to play in 2014. I'll leave you now with some bits to watch and enjoy. Oh, and before I forget, here's a quick note about the pay-to-win aspect of the game, if you're wondering. Well, there isn't one. What is available to purchase in Smite is characters, which you can unlock by pretty much winning or losing, skins, and voice packs. That's pretty much it. You will not have any significant advantage over anyone if you purchase something from Smite. However, you will be doing the guys at Hi-Rez a big favor, and you'll just be spicing up your own game time with a more diverse looks for your characters. So, have fun and see you on the battlefield. As always, QuickTime Gamer 9 is out. See you later, alligators.
They've slain.
Now you will.
Awesome.
Now you will know.
Retreat!